Alexis.
I'm sorry, no one's to be admitted.
Except me. Is that understood? Good morning. Did you sleep well?
Spare me your concern, Simon. It's hardly convincing.
You have to eat. Keep up your strength.
If you really cared about my well-being, you wouldn't have brought me here.
I didn't really have much choice. And I do care about you, probably more than I should.
You don't get it, do you? It was over between us a very long time ago,
was it?
Simon.
Then why do you still have such strong feelings about it?
The only strong feelings I have for you are hatred and contempt.
Really? And you feel so passionately about it? I have missed being with you.
Just tell me when I'm going to be released. That's all I want to know.
I'm afraid that's in somebody else's hands right now.
Santiago?
No. The general sent a message to your sister, Paloma. He's willing to release you on one condition.
Which is?
In exchange for the Jaguar. So, I'm afraid your fate is in your sister's hands right now, Holly.
Obviously, we can't give in to their demands.
Is that about Holly?
Yes,
Is she still safe?
for now.
Where is she?
In Santiago's palace.
Well, what do we have to do before they'll let her go?
Oh, they have no intention of letting her go.
Why not?
Bill, they're not going to release Holly until we give the Santiago the Jaguar statue.
Jaguar? Well, where do we get one?
Jaguar is an ancient statue. It's a treasured relic of the San Sebastian people.
Santiago wants to trade Holly for a statue?
Yes.
Or
He's threatened to kill her. Unforgettable. The Port Charles weekend. Lazy mornings in bed. Long walks along the river. Fine dining on the water. And languorous evenings in front of your very own fireplace. At the new Port Charles Hotel. North of New York City and close to heaven.
You wrote that? You surprised me.
Does that mean you approve?
You're definitely romantic. What was that? Languorous evening?
Languorous. A dreamy or lazy mood or quality. Kind of like the mood that's produced when two people spend an evening in front of a fireplace.
Well, I definitely approve. You know, you said you had some experience in PR, but that's really good.
Well, my PR experience pays off when I advertise for something I own. Co-own. Speaking of co-ownership, well, this is my baby, but I want to show it to you. My Deception Spa and Boutique. Remember I told you about this on the night of the storm? I'm ready to get into it now.
Oh, yes. Well, you certainly have quite an appetite for new ventures.
Insatiable. But then I guess we're a match on that.
I believe you're right.
Speaking of this, I'm having a little meeting with Jenny a little bit later to talk about her design ideas.
Jenny?
Yeah, she wants to show me some of her designs.
Well, Jenny is consulting with you about some of her design projects?
No. Jenny has decided that she would like to design Deception Spa and Boutique. I told her I was going to talk to you about it. I was kind of hoping she didn't mention it, huh?
No. No, she didn't mention it. No.
Thank you, Reginald. That's good, thanks. Here you go.
It's still full. Look.
I just thought you might like a topper, madam.
A topper? Aren't we British? Where did you learn how to pour coffee? At the palace?
No, Salvation Army. It was part of the training, community service. Actually, you know, working with derelicts seems to have been pretty good preparation. Will that be all?
Yes, that'll be all. Thank you very much, Reginald.
What did I tell you? The man is a barbarian.
Tracy, he's not that bad, all right? He's got a great sense of humor. Come on, cut him some slack,
He
would you?
knows about as much about being a butler as Jenny does.
I think Reginald's amusing.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Morning, Jenny.
Good morning. Please, don't let me disturb you.
As if you could.
Tracy, what's this? Paxton Investigation Agency.
Nothing.
Nothing. Tracy, I know you better than that. Come on, tell me, what is this all about? What are you up to now, Tracy?
It's nothing, really. Jenny, can I help you find something?
No, thanks. I'm just looking for a book on architectural design.
So how about it, Tracy? Why do you have a bill from a private detective?
Just because everyone else in this family accepts him on faith doesn't mean that I have to.
What are you talking about, Tracy?
Our newest employee, the one that's probably lacing my coffee with arsenic even as we speak.
You're having Reginald investigated?
That's right.
Tracy, only you would do something like that.
Would you rather I did it after he takes off with the silverware?
Tracy, I would rather that for once in your life you trust people. He is Jennings' nephew, for heaven's sake. What's the matter
So
with
he
you?
says. But there is not one thing about Reginald Jennings that remotely resembles Jennings. A man of style, class, elegance. This man walked in off the streets, and you heard his latest reference.
Yes, his uncle.
The Salvation Army, Paul.
Tracy, I give up, all right? Why I even bother and waste my time, I have no idea.
Here it is.
What'd you find?
A design that I liked.
Oh, yeah, it's very outdoors, very rustic, very
Yeah,
nice.
that's exactly what I'm using for a project that I'm doing.
Project, is that like a science project?
No, it's like the Deception Spa and Boutique at the Port Charles Hotel.
Really? How interesting. That's what you've been working on, right?
Yeah, I have a meeting with Julia Barrett later today.
Gee, great. Well, I'm sure you'll do just fine, Jennifer.
Isn't that special? You'll get to work with Julia and Ned together.
Be sure to let me know if there's anything I can do to help, all right?
Well, look, I have to get going.
Yeah, good luck.
Thank you.
Break a pencil.
Okay.
Remember me? Mrs. Hornsby?
Tracy,
I thought perhaps you were having so much fun with little Miss What's-Her-Name, you forgot you were a married man with a child.
Tracy, I could never forget that I was married to you. Nor could I forget that I have a wonderful son. Is he all ready to take a walk with Dad?
Yes, he is, sir. Thank you very much. That'll be all.
Tracy, excuse me. Wait, where do you think you're going?
I'm going to get Dylan to take him to see my mother.
No, Tracy, you're doing nothing of the kind. I've planned to take a walk with my son. I think that Lila wouldn't mind waiting, all right? Don't ever try that again.
Don't ever try what? I planned all morning for Dylan to see his grandmother this
No,
morning.
you did not, Tracy. Don't ever try to use our son to get back at me. Or you will be sorry. You'll regret it, I promise you.
You knew she wanted to be a designer.
Of course. Of course. Jenny and I just never talked about her interest in designing the spa and boutique.
She didn't tell you she was coming to see me.
Not really. So, are you going to hire her?
I might. Do you have a problem with that?
No. No, not at all. You can hire whoever you want.
You do have a problem with that, don't you?
Listen, I don't care what my wife chooses to design, but I do care what she chooses not to tell me.
I think this little project will be good for Jenny. You know, bring the two of you closer together.
I don't want to be closer to my wife in business. That's what I have partners for, like you.
Julie Barrett?
Hey, Julia, what's shaking?
What's shaking? You and Dominique have disappeared without a trace. Where are you?
Well, we're in Atlantic City.
What are you doing there?
We're gambling, and we are winning big time.
When you said you were going to take Dominique for a ride in your fancy new sports car, I thought you meant down the block.
Well, the car broke down, and then this Elvis impersonator sort of picked us up, and we went.
What is with you two? I mean, you're back in town from your week-long vacation in Vegas for 1 day. 1 day, Scott, and you've already kidnapped Dominique and gone off with Elvis to Atlantic City?
Hold on a second, will you? You deal with it.
Wait. Come here, Julia.
See you at the crap table.
Hi, Julia.
Winning.
Hi, Dominique!
Have you heard the great news? Scott's winning. Isn't that wonderful? Oh, joy.
You know what? Actually, though, we came down here because we're going to go check out those new accounts. Did we tell you about those? Just as soon as we're done here at the casino.
Oh, please, don't let my business interfere with your fun. Jeez.
Yes! Bring me another drink. Hello, how are you?
I see, so it's my life in exchange for the Jaguar.
Those are General Santiago's conditions, yes.
It'll never work, Simon. Paloma would never give the statue to Santiago.
I think she might.
Why?
Because she loves you. Because she feels indebted to you for all you've done on her behalf.
Whatever Paloma and I do for each other has nothing to do with what we expect in return. Paloma doesn't owe me anything, but of course you wouldn't understand that.
Maybe I wouldn't, but she's your sister. Surely she's not going to sacrifice you on the altar of her politics.
So what is Santiago going to do with me? When he doesn't get the statue, is he going to hand me over to Martin?
Not if I can help it. But I warn you, there are limits to what I can do to protect you.
Why protect me at all?
Because I still love you.
You don't know anything about love, Simon.
Oh, don't be so self-righteous. You know very well that I loved you, and for a time I made you very happy.
It was a very long time ago.
Fine, you
And it
hate
didn't
some
make
of the
me
things
bad.
that I've done, but you still love me. Hate and love are two sides of the same coin, Holly.
Get out of here.
Will you stop playing this game with me? You can't possibly win. Now, if you'll just tell me where the Jaguar is, I will see to it that you're released.
I'm not the one who's playing games, Simon. And I don't know where the statue is.
I know you far too well. I can tell you're lying.
I'm telling you the truth. But even if I did know where it is, I'd rather die than tell you.
I'm sorry you feel that way. I am very sorry you feel that way. It may cost you your life.
Because you know a good deal when you smell it.
Well, at least there's one good thing that comes out of my talking to my other partners.
What's that?
Makes me realize how lucky I am I can count on you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt an important meeting. Look, I know I'm a little early. I can...
No problem. Come on in. It wasn't that important. As a matter of fact, I have one little thing I have to do before our meeting. So if you'll excuse me a moment.
I didn't know you'd be here.
Yeah, I just found out that you were coming over.
Ned, I'm sorry I didn't tell you.
Why not? I could have helped you get the job.
I want to get this job on my own.
Tell me, what's so damn important about designing a spa that you can't even tell your own husband?
Oh, you mean just like you tell your wife everything you're doing?
I could have helped you, Jenny.
That's just it, Ned. You didn't even hear me. I don't want your help.
Why not?
Look, I want to find out if I can do this on my own merits. Get the job on my own. Don't you see?
No. No, I don't. In fact, I don't even see why you even want to go back to work.
Because I want to. You know, just like you, I want to see if I can accomplish something with my life, with my talents.
And this is what you want?
Yeah. for now, I want to do this first, before we start a family. Ned, I'm an artist.
Oh, yes, that's right. You're an artiste. Even if it means not having a family. Well,
You're not even listening to me. And you know, since that's the way you see it, I'm glad that I didn't ask for your help on this job.
fine. Well, good luck. I hope you get the job. And if you do, I hope for your sake, it's what you want.
Okay.
Come on, six.
Six.
Roll them out. Seven. Gotta lose seven now. No, are you sure?
Shooter loses it. There you go, boys. Okay.
Next shooter.
Next shooter. I don't believe it. I just don't believe it.
I believe it. I just saw the whole thing.
How can you lose that much money just like that?
I don't know. Is this something you keep practicing at?
Well, okay. I buy a little sports car, right? I take one little drive with you, and I have to dump it along the side of the road there for crying out loud.
You know, that sort of thing could happen to anybody. And as for the money, easy come, easy go.
Seven. It's very easy for you to say.
Seven again. Why don't we just change? Okay? I don't want to fight.
Who says we got
Tell me about your vacation. How was Lee? What did you do on your vacation? Did you have a good time?
I had some fun. We played a lot of golf. Boy, am I a hack. Of course, he talked about working together again.
Yeah? Could that mean maybe a law practice?
No, I'd like to stay in the perfume business, Dominique.
No point.
Why would my father want to get mixed up with me? I mean, so far my life is just a complete mess.
I don't think you should be so hard on yourself.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm just a little bit of a loser, don't you think?
No, I don't think. I don't think you're a loser. I mean, I understand what you're feeling. I mean, sometimes I feel that way myself. In fact, I'm feeling that way a lot lately.
You? A pretty, rich girl who has everything? Now, why would you feel bad about anything?
Let's see, where should I start? What do you think? It's such a long list. Do you want to go back to my childhood? Do you have a couple years? No. I don't think so. I think you understand. I mean, I know how much Lucy hurt you.
Hurt me. She devastated me. I'll tell you something. The one thing about me, one thing I hate more than anything, being ditched in life. That's what I hate when
Can I buy you a drink?
What does she look like? She's with her girlfriend? Get the hell out of here.
Sorry. I really didn't mean any harm.
Okay, fine. Just take a hike, all right? Just
Sure.
You know, you mention her name, and I just get aggravated.
Yeah, I see.
So why don't we just change the subject here? Why don't we aggravate you for a while? We talk about Mac.
Oh, no, please.
Come on, let's talk about Mac for a while. He wasn't really very nice to you, was he?
This wasn't that bad, really. It's just that sometimes two people, they get together and things don't work, and it doesn't matter what you do. Sometimes you just can't keep it together.
And we have six the hard
Well, where is this statue?
Ironically, it's hidden underneath Santiago's palace.
Well, then why doesn't he get it himself?
He does not know that it's there.
So tell him. See how easy this can be?
We can't give Santiago the statue. I'm sorry.
I'm afraid this is much more complicated than it appears, Bill.
No, wait a minute. How can it be complicated? It's very, very simple. You give him the statue, he gives you Holly.
The statue has a value to the people of San Sebastian that you are not aware of.
What is it, some kind of religious relic?
No, it's much more important than that.
I don't understand this. Paloma, Holly put her life on the line for you.
I know that.
Do you? Do you? Do you know she was attacked in San Francisco?
Bill, that's not the point here. I told Paloma all about
Well, I was there. She risked her life. She stowed away aboard a ship full of mercenaries.
She almost died on the damn raft and again in this stinking jungle, and you're not willing to give up a statue?
Bill, I can't give them the statue.
Paloma, when a person risks their life repeatedly for you, with nothing to gain but your well-being, that's love. You can't buy that. No cause, no ideal, no statue is worth Holly's life.
They're very good. You really think so?
Yeah. I mean, they're imaginative. This is very original. And I do like your idea for the spa. It's clever.
But,
oh, Jenny, I have to be honest with you. I'm concerned about your lack of experience. I mean, the Deception Spa and Boutique hopes to be a prototype for spas and boutiques just like it all over the country. And I think I would feel a little more comfortable using a design firm that has that kind of experience.
I can do this, Julia.
No, I know you think you can.
No, I can. I can come through with exactly what you're looking for if you just give me the chance. And then I can back up the job with an experienced firm once you've agreed and approved the look.
Okay. No, I hear you. All right. I still have to put the job out for bids from other design firms. But then I will review your work and their drawings and estimates, and I'll come to a decision.
And if mine's the best?
Then I'll pick yours, provided that you have the backup to complete the job.
I will. And there's one more thing. Julie, it's very important to me that I do this on my own. It has nothing to do with Ned.
I think I figured that out by now.
So you can look at my work objectively?
Oh, I think so. And if your work is as good as your attitude, you may very well have this job.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate this chance.
Jenny, don't thank me. I haven't given you the job yet.
But you will.
Bye.
Excuse me.
I want you to keep your wife under control.
And what makes you think I can do that? Should I try to emulate your husband, who obviously has you firmly in his control?
That's not the point.
What is the point, Mother?
The point is that your wife has adopted a new attitude toward my husband, and I want you to keep her away from him.
If my wife has adopted a new attitude towards your husband, it's only because you brought it on yourself with your ridiculous behavior up at the cabin.
Thank you, darling. And what do we call your behavior up at the cabin other than ridiculous?
Maybe you should just lighten up, Mother.
Maybe you should just wake up, darling. Why don't you take a long, hard look at your relationship with Jenny and then realize what is going on with Jenny and Paul?
What is going on between Jenny and Paul?
One step away from adultery.
Mother, don't you ever get tired of fanning the flame?
I am not fanning the flames, Ned. I am trying to extinguish them.
Leave it alone, all right? Nothing is going on between Jenny and Paul. They are friends.
Then why is she asking him for help with her designs?
I don't know, Mother.
Why don't you give her the help she needs? Then she can stay away from my husband.
Jenny doesn't need any help.
Well, she's certainly interested in Paul's help.
Give it a rest, all right?
Oh, darling, why are you so upset? Is it that Jenny wants Paul's help and not yours? Or is it, if Jenny gets the job, she'll interfere in your little relationship with Julia?
What are you talking about? Julia and I are business partners.
Of course, I forgot. Business partners who spend the night together in the Port Charles Hotel playing cards. My, how business has changed.
What is so god-awful important about this statue?
Excuse me, I have to listen to this radio report.
I mean, I don't understand this, Paloma. This doesn't make any sense.
Bill, sit. Sit down. You are an adventurer, yes?
I've had my share of adventure, I suppose.
You've seen men die.
I have.
Why did they die?
Usually because they were stupid or reckless, or greedy.
Good. Then you will understand the legend of the jaguar.
What is the legend?
The legend is that the jaguar statue will lead to a great emerald mine.
Emeralds? How?
Nobody knew exactly. I stole the jaguar statue from the State Museum. I wanted to figure it out. A priest told me there is a map to the mine inside the statue, but it was too late. I'd already hidden the statue because of Santiago's coup.
So you hid the statue under the palace?
The point is, those emeralds belong to the people, and we will use them to finance the restoration of the country.
Well, that's a real nice story.
Now do you understand why we can't give the statue to Santiago?
No, I don't understand, Paloma.
I will not let Holly die. We will go to the palace and we will rescue her and we will retrieve the statue.
Oh, well, that's different, isn't it? Why didn't you say that in the first place? How do we do it? Let's do it. How do we do it?
Let me hear the radio report. If it's good, I'll tell you the plan.
Is there news?
All right, here's what's happening. We just found out that Santiago is going to allow the country to celebrate its independence from Spain this Friday, despite the rebellion.
It makes a mockery of the day.
What does this have to do with Holly?
The day traditionally ends with a masquerade ball at the palace. It's our chance to get into the palace undetected.
Masquerade, like Halloween.
Costumes, yes.
So we dress up, then what?
First, we must get word to Holly.
Hey, let's take a look at this map. All right, Bill, I've planned for one of our people to let you and Paloma into the palace right here.
Okay, so we go down that corridor to where?
We think Simon will ask Holly to go to the ball.
Well, of course he will. But she'll never accept a date from him. She better not.
She must. That's why we have to get word to her. If she were to refuse him, she would be thrown into the dungeon.
Which is virtually impregnable.
Well, then we just have to hope that she accepts the date. And, I mean, if she's thrown into the dungeon, we'll never get her out, will we?
We must not lose our faith or our heads. We must think and be smarter than the enemy.
All right. So how do we protect her in the meantime?
We'll send word to Santiago that we are willing to give him the statue. That should keep Holly safe until we can reach her.
Yes, that should buy us some time.
It must.
You know, of course, that this masquerade ball could be a trap.
It's a risk we have to take.
Well? Well, I think that this losing thing is getting a little old.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Okay, you with me on that?
I am.
So what we have to do is
What?
we have to have some fun, some serious fun.
Oh, you're kidding.
I'm not kidding. Not kidding. That's what we got to do. It's the only way to go. What are we going to do?
I don't know. Do you have any suggestions?
Yeah, I do. First of all, we got to get a couple of vodkas in there. Loosen you up a little bit. We got to let this dress of yours have a good time. And we're in Atlantic City, for crying out loud. I mean, there's thousands of ways to run amok in this town.
Mm-hmm.
We got some money, don't we?
Yeah, we have some credit cards, too.
Credit cards, good. We can whack those out and we'll just throw caution right to the wind.
Not to mention a few vodkas.
I'm with you on that. Let's go. Let's go have a good time. Come on.
Sounds good.
Here we go, boys.
I'm up against Malone Higgins, the design group, and Ketchum Interiors.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're in good company.
You know their work?
Oh, yeah. They all submitted designs for the pier promenade.
Good?
Very good, yeah.
Oh, man.
Look, it's okay.
Maybe I'm in over my head, though, Paul.
I don't think so.
What?
I think you'll be just fine, Jenny. It's all right, really.
But I'm just a student. Those guys are pros.
Yeah, well, you will be too, all right? Vision is vision. Don't be so hard on yourself yet, okay?
You know, I pulled it off with Julia. I don't know why I can't summon up the same act of confidence with you.
Because you don't have to put on an act with me, Jennifer. I believe in you. That's why.
Even if I embarrass myself on this job?
Even if Miss Barrett files your designs away in her circular file forever, yeah.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
You know, I thought I believed in myself up until a few minutes ago.
No, I think you do. I just think you're having a momentary lapse of confidence. Look, it's all right. I think it's good to be a little nervous before going into competition.
It is?
Yeah.
Why?
Keeps you focused, makes you work harder. Listen, I learned something in all those years of athletic events, right? And that is that the body does not really differentiate between excitement and fear. It's all right here in the mind.
So you're saying that I should be excited, but not afraid?
Absolutely. Use it. Enjoy it, right? It's a good opportunity to show people what you can do, really.
You know what?
What?
I think that you are the only person who is truly supportive of my work.
It's easy to support a winner, Jenny. Besides, we're both artists. Makes a difference, right?
You think so?
Yeah. I know so. I think that artists sort of, they look at the world just a little bit differently, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I know so. All right, look, let's take a look at the designs, okay? I think if you move these two columns here over just a little bit to the right, it'll give you a little more room for the reception area.
Oh, Julia.
Tracy, what brings you here?
Ned here? He said he was going to be.
No, he's already gone. He's probably back at his office.
Oh, well, certainly nice to see you. It's been a long time since the christening, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Just before that terrible storm.
Well, it's nice to see you, too.
New venture?
Beef, yeah. We're launching our new lingerie line, Deception Undercover.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else? You know, I have been wanting to purchase a garter belt for such a very long time. In fact, since that storm.
Really?
It's incredible to me that you, of all people, are now carrying garter belts.
Is it?
Yes. Considering the fact that I've been thinking about garter belts since the storm.
Oh. I see.
I knew you would. Oh, one more thing. Did you say that you were going to open a spa and boutique in the Port Charles Hotel?
Yes. I'm thinking about leasing space there.
Well, as a partner in ELQ, I have a great deal to say about the running of all ELQ businesses, of which the Port Charles Hotel is one.
Mm-hmm. And?
And whatever affects the Port Charles Hotel affects me in some way, as does your relationship with my son, Ned.
Ned and I are business partners, Tracy. That's all.
That's exactly what he said. I'm glad to see you have your story straight. Anyway, why don't you give him my regards, since I think you see a lot more of him than we do, given your close business relationship.
In the morning light, half awake and half asleep. Have you ever laid there thinking, was it all a dream? So reach out and she's there, the moment everywhere. Have you ever been in love? Have you ever
Have you ever been in love?
I hope you've been thinking. I don't want to see anything happen to you.
You don't listen, do you? Even if I knew where the statue was, you'd be the last person I'd tell.
And what if I could guarantee you that Paloma's life will be spared? Will you tell me then?
What are you saying? The Paloma's been captured?
Not yet, but she probably will be trying to get you out of here.
I would never cooperate with you under any circumstance.
You don't understand. I'm offering to cooperate with you. Listen to me. Santiago is throwing the masquerade ball here on Friday for Independence Day. You and I went to it together a couple of years ago, you remember?
Yes? Why?
If you'll just give me some sign that you trust me, that you'll cooperate, we can go to the ball together.
I would never betray my sister.
I'm not asking you to betray your sister. I'm giving you a chance to save her life. Now, will you consider it?
Maybe.
Hi. She here.
Who?
Your mother.
My mother? No, why?
She just paid me a little visit down at my office and said she was looking for you.
She didn't. What is she up to now?
I don't know, but I just had a conversation with her that I didn't like.
What about?
Well, out of the clear blue, she suddenly decided to tell me about her penchant for garter belts.
Garter belts?
Garter belts. And that she suddenly had become interested in them after the storm.
Oh, I see.
Ned, she all but accused me of having an affair with you. So what's going on? Does she know that we were together the night of the storm?
I'm afraid so.
How did she find out?
The IOU for the garter belt. She found it in my pocket.
Well, I don't like the conclusion that she's drawing. And you know what? Now she's decided to throw her weight around about how the hotel is run, not to mention my leasing the space in it.
She's just blowing smoke.
Yeah. Well, you better stop her before she starts a fire.
Don't worry. I will.
Well, thanks, Paul. I think that was a great idea to move the columns.
Well, you're welcome. I'm glad I could help out, really.
And me too.
Yeah.
I need you to promise me something.
Okay.
I love having your help. And I've been enjoying the time that we've been spending together lately.
Yeah, so have I. A lot.
I just need to know that you're not reading more into this. Because I think we have a very special friendship that I value a great deal. But that's all it is.
It's all it is, Jennifer. I'm not asking for anything else, really.
Good.
Yeah.
Because I intend to value and honor the friendship that we have, even if Tracy continues to hound me till her dying day.
Which I'm sure she probably will.
Well, that's okay, because I have a new attitude about it now. Ever since we had that horrible fight at the cabin, I decided I'm not going to walk on eggshells around her anymore. That's
Good.
it.
You have no reason to, really.
Right. Because you and I are nothing more than friends, and if she can't deal with it, too bad.
Well, that's good, Jennifer, because the fact is that we don't have anything to hide from Tracy, really. I'm glad you agree.
Right. And if you can accept that, then I think we'll have a wonderful friendship.
Special friendship accepted. All right, I'll do whatever it takes to make you happy. Really. I want you to know that.
This is Charles Gibson. Tomorrow, live reports on Hurricane Andrew's path on the Gulf Coast. Then what do women really know about cars?